But the problem is that this tends to breed this mentality of feeling like you can't disconnect from your business. This has been brought about by the whole hustle hard, work from 9 a.m. to 3 a.m., hustle hard, get the work done. I think becoming super aware is the first step here. Stop linking your self-worth to your achievements, okay? I think that people who are prone to that are also, because I am, prone to using work as an escape mechanism for whatever's going on. But what ends up happening is that throughout the process, we get addicted, honestly, and that is the best way I can describe it. We become addicts to productivity. Welcome to the Handmade Bosses show. I'm Steph, and my mission is to help you start, run, and scale an online handmade business and build a creative life you love. I went from being in a 9-to-5 that I absolutely hated to running my 6-figure handmade business in less than a year. So bosses, let's help you get your amazing products out there and get the sales you deserve. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Handmade Bosses show. So today I'm going to try not to go on a rant, but I feel like I'm gonna. So we're going to be talking about productivity shaming today. And productivity shaming is something that has been born out of this whole hustle mentality of like 2015, 16, 17, 18, right? Where it was all about if you wanted to get places, you had to hustle, you had to work hard. And while that's true, there are some really damaging mindset shifts that have happened as a result of this. And I posted something on my Instagram stories where I was talking about how you feel when you have time away from your business, right? When you're not actually working. And a lot of you said that you felt like you were being unproductive, that the minute you stepped away from your business, you were worried about the time that you were wasting. You were worried to go and take a bath because you were thinking that hour could have been spent working on your business, or you were afraid to take a weekend off because, again, you were worried about someone else getting ahead of you and it's all about a race and all this kind of stuff. And I just really wanted to talk about that today and how damaging that can really be. A lot of you feel a sense of guilt when you're working on hobbies, or again, you're taking some time off, you're spending time with family and friends, going out for lunch, all that good stuff. But the problem is that this tends to breed this mentality of feeling like you can't disconnect from your business. And as business owners, this can often be 10 times worse. And I feel like this has been brought about by the whole hustle hard, work from 9 a.m. to 3 a.m., hustle hard, get the work done, And I think that what tends to happen is that if you're doing that for longer than 3, 4, 5, 6 months, you start to become dependent on it. And it starts to create like a really weird feedback loop where you feel productive when you're burning yourself out, when you're working yourself to the bone. And then what happens is that you feel productive and then you take time off, then you feel unproductive. So what do? To feel good and productive, you get back into that loop. You work yourself to the bone, literally bleed your fingers dry. And what happens is that this eventually leads to you overworking yourself, you getting super stressed, anxiety, burnout, and all of these things that a lot of business owners won't admit to feeling, but they probably do at some point, right? And I feel that a lot of us are going down this road, especially if you have just started your Etsy shop or your handmade business. You're probably really, really working yourself hard. Now, don't get me wrong. You do have to work hard in the beginning. Like, make no mistake, you have to work hard. And I completely understand that. However, you can't link you feeling happy and fulfilled to working on your business. And another thing I just quickly want to say is that who makes up these rules? If you're sat there saying, well, I feel bad for taking time off, or I feel like if I'm just working like 4, 5, 6 hours a day on my business, I'm not a proper business owner. And I do hear that one a lot, is that everyone has this belief. And I know this because in the last phase of the Handmade Bosses Success Academy, there's a big lesson that teaches you how I run my Etsy shop with just 4 hours a week. This is a 6-figure business and I spend 4 hours a week on it. And there are so many mindset blocks. I think that is the lesson that the most people message me and say, Steph, I don't know about this. I don't feel good about this. And the problem with this is that we all dream about building this business where we can spend more time with our loved ones, spend more time doing fun things, and just basically live our lives. We have been having some great conversations so far on today's episode, but I've got something even more special for you. You know what it takes to be shown on page 1 on Etsy, right? Yep, you guessed it, increasing your conversion rate. My 3-step framework to skyrocket your Etsy conversion rate is my signature free masterclass. And boss, I'm saving a spot for you. Learn how to increase your conversion rate in 3 easy steps, as well as the top 3 mistakes I see Etsy shops make on a daily basis. Sign up in the show notes or head to handmadebosses.com/conversion. That's handmadebosses.com/conversion, CONVERSION, to claim your spot. Now let's get back to the episode, and I can't wait to see you there, boss. What ends up happening is that throughout the process, we get addicted, honestly, and that is the best way I can describe it. We become addicts to productivity. Now, yes, if you are one of those people like me who I feel a bigger sense of accomplishment cleaning the kitchen, getting the lounge carpet up to like spick and span, cleaning our house. Yes, I do get a sense of achievement out of that, but there was a time where I couldn't get that same sense of achievement having a day off and doing something for me. And that is a really dangerous place to get yourself into. Now, I am going to open up and I'm going to say that I still struggle with this to this day. I have extreme stress where I have a lot of things that happen as a result of stress. And it is something that I am working on right now. So I'm kind of making this podcast episode for you guys, but kind of as more of a reminder for myself as well. So the biggest thing I think, and I'm going to be really open and honest and vulnerable in this episode, but I think that for me, and I think for a lot of you guys too, is that I link my self-worth to my work achievements. So when someone says to you, who are you? Betsy, who are you? Amy, who are you? Sophie, who are you? Who are you? Do you immediately say or think, I am a business owner? Because if you do, what's going to happen is that your identity and your self-worth is linked to your job. So what do you do when you're having a bad day? What do? You end up working hard on your business because you think that's going to make you feel better. And yes, it may do, but eventually it's going to make your mind feel better, but you're going to crave and crave and crave and push yourself further and further and further until your body forces you to tell you to stop in the form of, getting sick or having back pain, knee pain, whatever. It's going to tell you to stop and slow down. So I think the best way to first of all do this is to stop linking your self-worth to your achievements, okay? So really try to start to sprinkle in, yes, work achievements are fantastic. And I'm not saying by any means to just completely not think of yourself as a business owner. That's not what I'm saying. But start to sprinkle some achievements in your life that are not related to work. So, for example, if you want to be able to walk 10,000 steps a day for a week, that is something to be proud of. If you want to go and bake your first batch of banana bread, that's fantastic. And if you're going to do that, can you send me some? That is fantastic. Start to base some of your own self-worth based activities on something other than your work. And the second thing is that what a lot of us do is, and this kind of leads off of that, is that we set such high goals for ourselves. Now, don't get me wrong, I am the advocate for aiming high, okay? Aiming high. But there comes to a time where you start to almost mold your identity and you attach it to this goal. So again, what happens when you don't reach this goal? You start to get really down on yourself. And what do? We work ourselves harder. And it's just these really, really weird, tiny mindset shifts that get you off of a healthy working relationship path into an unhealthy dependency. And I think one of the big warning signs for this is that if you're using work to escape life, if you're using your work to escape any problems that are happening in your family life, friends' life, whatever it is, that is a big warning sign. And I think that, me, I am a emotional eater. So a lot of the time, if I, go and have a big meal or a snack, 9 times out of 10, I'm doing it because I'm stressed or I'm bored or something's happening. And again, I think that people who are prone to that are also, because I am, prone to using work as an escape mechanism for whatever's going on. And I think that, I am not an expert. I don't have any real advice apart from the kind of stuff that I've already said previously. But I think that the biggest thing is to start to become self-aware and start to realize, a lot of you listening / watching this are probably going to sit there and be like, oh my goodness, I didn't even realize that I do this. And I think becoming super aware is the first step here. And, you might even start to be like, right, I'm going to implement office hours, Monday to Friday, 9 till 4, 9 till 5, 9 till 6, whatever, and start to really be strict with yourself and implement office hours. Guys, I really hope this was helpful for you, and I shall catch you in the next episode. We really hope you enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to check the show notes for some more helpful links and also a link to our website as well. Also, you can watch the video version of this over on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to get your free spot on our masterclass, the 3-step framework to skyrocket your Etsy conversion rate at handmadebosses.com/conversion. That's handmadebosses.com/conversion. We would also love it if you could leave us a review on iTunes, as it really helps us to reach more bosses in need. Subscribe to the show, and we will see you on the next episode.